255. Plaintiff is present and pro per, and defendant represented by Mr. Don Procopius. Everyone may have a seat, please. Are there any stipulations?
Well, Judge, they formulated a parenting plan in mediation. My client prepared to sign it, and actually I have a copy that my client did sign and I signed. I'm not sure where the plaintiff is on this situation. If he's prepared to sign it, if he is, we can finish this thing up and be done. If not, then we'd probably have to set a trial date for custody.
Now, technically, there was no physical custody designation in the order.
That's true.
But the parenting plan calls for mom to have primary physical custody. Now, Dad, in the interim, was to have 1 to 2 overnights since the last hearing. Now, what's actually been occurring in that regard? How much time?
They've been working, and they're working very close to what's in the parenting agreement that they signed, from what I understand, at this point. So that they're kind of not necessarily following what was ordered in your court, more they're following what is in this parenting agreement that they came to.
Okay.
And so it's really, you need to inquire as to the plaintiff as to whether or not.
About how much time does it amount to on an average?
It's hard to say. A couple days a week.
Have they been keeping track, or?
My client actually has it all tracked out over every single month and has
what is it kind of average to each week? A day and a half, more like 2 daes, more like.
It averages to about 25% of the time.
Really?
Or so. Over the course of the last 4 or 5 months. I actually have it on a spreadsheet. And
was there time that Dad wanted to exercise that she declined, or is
No,
she...
actually, they've been working fairly well together, getting him as much time as he was able to have. Now, it's my understanding is his schedule has stabilized a little bit, from what I understand. So I don't know where we stand. Again, my client's good with it the way it's written. It comes to, if you take Sunday to Monday, Wednesday to Thursday, and then a few hours in the afternoon Thursday, it really amounts to maybe 2 days a week.
Okay. Dad, what would you like to tell us if you're concerned about signing the parenting plan?
Again, good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Marshall. Thank you for taking the time to hear this case again. Everything has been going very well. We sat in mediation. We came up with a good plan. We both have been working that plan together. We are two normal people that were in a relationship for a long time together. So, of course, yes, it was rocky. Of course, yes, it had its ups and downs in the beginning. But we have both figured out as parents that it's best for Aiden Anthony Cirifalco, not what's best for both of us. We went to mediation, as you in the beginning, as you stated, just did the 1 to 2 days. We started off that. Went to mediation. I started my job. My schedule was a little rocky in the beginning. The defendant did work. We did work together during that time. My schedule is on normal track as we went through mediation, and now we are tracking like normal. I have him my time. She has him her time. I would like another overnight with him, if possible, now that we are more secure, more squared away in homes and whatnot. I would like at least maybe a Thursday night overnight, as I pick him up Thursday after school. I'm only having just two overnights with him right now, and that's what.
If that additional overnight, if she agreed to that, would you agree to the designation of her having the primary physical custody as in the parenting plan, or do you have concerns about that? Or?
I do not have concerns about that because it's what's best for Aiden Cirifalco at this time.
All right, so you agree that the court's going to impose joint legal and joint physical custody by agreement, but that being, primary physical custody to the mother. You understand that, correct?
No, I do not, sir.
Oh, I thought you didn't if you got the extra time that you didn't disagree upon.
No, sir, I do not understand, please.
Okay, that you didn't disagree about main placement for school purposes to mom?
Correct, and that was in the beginning, sir, when I didn't have really a place and I was just starting out and I was just kind of getting my life together, sir.
Okay. So what schedule are you asking?
The same schedule as we have now. I would just like to have an extra overnight with him. I have him till Thursday at 5:30 until that, and I'd like to maybe just see an extra overnight.
Maybe the scissor isn't interfering. Have the two of you discussed the child support issue?
Judge, I was just speaking to my client about it. My client is not concerned
Okay.
about receiving support from the plaintiff. She has a good job. She does. So even if she's designated primary physical custodian, we can look at the relative. I don't really know what he's making now. His financial that's on file was filed when he was
He
unemployed.
seems either interested in being designated joint physical custodian, or as he indicates, he may not fully understand the ramifications of the various designations. Is that room for movement with her? Does Mom have a big problem if it's designated, let's say, shared physical custody, but Mom's primary for school purposes or something, some configuration like that? Or
Well, again, obviously, my client, what they agree to in here is good for her, and even if she were to be designated the primary physical custodian, she would not be necessarily, we could say,
Okay.
relative income of the parties, what have you, and not ask for support necessarily from him. She really said she doesn't really want his money, so this is not what this is about. This is about what works best for the child at this point.
okay, what was that? You requested one additional night of the week.
Yes, sir.
Does she agree to that? 2 overnights?
He has 2 overnights now.
Okay.
He has Sunday to Monday and Wednesday to Thursday.
All right, it seems so.
And he also gets Saturdays if and when my client were to be working on a Saturday.
Okay.
He would get that on a Saturday as well.
So the court at this time is going to impose joint legal custody with primary physical custody to the mother. Dad will receive Sunday overnight to Monday and Wednesday overnight to Thursday. Was there an additional time you were seeking?
There was time on Thursday afternoon from 3:30 to 5:30 that he also had.
Okay.
We can have him the mediation agreement is here.
Right.
So
There would
And
be
then-
no support at this time due to specific findings. What specific findings since she has the primary share, we need some three pretty strong, solid findings.
my client has the ability to take care of the child without support of the plaintiff.
Okay.
They have relative incomes. My client has, I believe, a higher relative income to the plaintiff. They have a pretty decent timeshare with each other as well. I don't know how much further we can go with
Okay.
that
Also
situation.
indicate that in addition to those factors, that the parties are stipulating and agreeing that there's no support. Because
Yes.
without a stipulation, those factors you mentioned may or may not be sufficient in and of themselves if it was contested, that issue. But, okay, if it's stipulated to, the court will accept that for now. Who has the insurance on the, Mom has it, right?
My client does.
The tax credits, Mom will claim that?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Is it possible that I may ask that we, since now I'm single on my own, taking care of my child too, that we may split that every year?
Every other year.
Every other year, which would be fair. We're not paying each other support. We're not doing anything like that, but we are both paying monies out of our pockets to take care of our child through the year. Is it possible that I may ask that every other year that
Well,
I may
The thing with that, judges, is my client is saying, look, I'm not going to ask for what could be $300, $400, $500 a month in child support.
I'm going to, Mom is going to claim that for tax purposes, and that provides another basis that you can reference for the no support order.
Right.
Because this is kind of dicey if she's primary custodian, whether we have enough
waive.
factors here to establish no support with her as primary custodian. But if she claims for taxes, that'll help maybe get us there. Okay, is there anything else that needs
Well,
to
just,
be
I mean,
resolved?
obviously, that's that the agreement that they came to with regard to the holidays and
Yes.
everything else be incorporated as well, Judge.
You can go ahead and place that in the order, because I doubt either of them are signing the parenting
Well, my
agreement
client
to-
did.
Okay. I doubt he's willing to sign it, since we've changed some of the weekly things, and I don't want to interlineate it a lot. How about if you just float the holiday provisions in the draft
That's
over
fine.
to the order?
That's
Is there
fine.
anything that needs to be changed with the holidays that you agreed to?
I agree to everything there, sir. All the mediation, all the thing, everything I agree to. I'm just asking for maybe just one extra overnight with my son. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. We could enter it as it is and just interlineate that he receives the one extra overnight. Do you want to
Well,
handle
no,
it that
it's,
way?
Judge, in here, he has the 2 overnights
Right.
in this parenting agreement that they signed, or that they came to. Sunday and Wednesday.
Correct.
He's asking for Sunday and Wednesday and Thursday.
Right.
And we weren't willing to go that far at this point.
Right, at this time it's Sunday to Monday and Wednesday to Thursday, but you said he could keep to the afternoon on Thursday.
On Thursday, he has the evening, yeah, for 3:30 to 5:30.
All right, we'll go ahead and have with those understandings, to the extent the parenting agreement differs from anything ordered today, what was ordered today will, of course, take priority. But we'll need this signed so we at least have the holiday plan in place. So let's go ahead and get the signatures on that.
Oh, Judge, I have the order from our first hearing, too. Do you want me to,
Yeah, sure.
just as a oh, yeah, got you. Sorry.
And you already compared this to the minutes?
Today's the 5th.
This, Mr. Prokopis, this was drafted with the guidance of the minutes?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Very good. You may have a seat, please. Very good. Very good. Did you sign the...
Yeah, everybody signed.
Okay, very good. Is there anything else for today's purposes?
No, I'll prepare the order regarding the waiver of support, Judge, and try to put in as much language as I can. My client will bear health insurance. You're okay with doing it and paying for it?
Include everything in just the one order.
We
from
would
today's
ask
hearing.
that just the unreimbursed medical expenses, such as co-pays, these types of things, if they do come out of pocket, it would be a split situation.
Right, that's by law,
30 rule. I think that's it.
Excellent. So just send a final order incorporating all of this then. And it can, you won't have to reiterate the holidays. If the parenting plan signed and entered, you can just indicate in the order that the holidays will be upon terms and conditions included in
The parenting. Very good.
Excuse me, Your
Yes.
Honor. So the defendant is or is not, excuse me, sorry, is saying extra Thursday night is okay or is not okay?
Not right now.
Well, I
Okay,
thought
so
they
the-
remain. I thought in the order it's just going to be 2 overnights, but I understood that the two of you were cooperating, and if the 3 overnights is not inconvenient to her or doesn't interfere with work or something else, that she'd agree to it. Is that what my understanding is, that a spirit of cooperation would prevail? Or
Well, Judge, like I said, the parenting plan she'd like to keep intact. He does have the option for when she works on Saturdays to have all Saturday during the
Okay.
day.
And that's
it's
included?
In him.
Okay.
It's in him.
That
So,
doesn't happen.
Are you available?
It doesn't happen.
Are you available?
I am available, Your Honor, but that doesn't
How
happen.
soon do you know in advance if you're going to be working Saturday?
how
A
far in
week.
advance?
Potentially a week.
About a week.
Can you text him or email him or like within a day after you know?
Yes,
Sure,
absolutely.
of course.
And then she'll be required to do so, and then you can tell
I'm
her
just here
whether
to see my son a little bit more.
you'll be availing yourself of it or not.
Okay, then I'll
In fact,
send...
let him know within a couple hours. There's no reason to wait a day.
Roger that. Then if she's not going to agree with that Thursday now, then I'll just need to sign whatever needs to sign so we can finish these hearings and not have to come.
But that's done.
Or was that,
We're
Right.
was that what that was? Well, all I heard was holidays, so I
No,
just need to be clear for
that's the
myself.
parenting agreement that you signed. That is what you
That
reflected
handles it,
in the
Okay.
mediation, and I'm going to prepare a final order.
Okay.
We're done.
Excellent.
Thank
Best
you,
of
Your Honor.
luck.
Thank you, everybody,
Thank you.
for your time.
Take care, folks.
Thank you.